Yo, 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 Chef O here, episode 11. But before we get into that, as you can see right there, that was episode 10, our chicken stew recipe. It was a thing to see, it was lit, man. Check that out if you didn't check that out. But we went to the grocery store, we got one of those big rotisserie chicken, brought that thing back to the crib, pulled it apart, pulled the skin off it, shredded it up as you can see right there, threw our vegetables in there and made us a nice little stew during the January, my birthday week when I had a cold, helped me knock that out. But check that out, Chef Fo episode 10 chicken stew recipe. And here we are, Chef Fo episode 11, nice and easy, low and slow chili, Sazon Goya, chili powder, ground black pepper, ground cumin, McCormick onion powder, McCormick garlic powder, crushed red pepper flakes, oregano, and cayenne pepper. We'll also be using pinto beans, the yellow onion, red kidney beans or dark red kidney beans, minced garlic, tomato sauce, Hunt's diced tomatoes. We need a large bell pepper, and we'll also need 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef for this recipe. Once again, Chef Fo, low and slow, chili, nice and easy. Let's get started. Whoop, there we is. There it go. Nice, uniform, diced pieces of green bell pepper and yellow onion. Now we ready to start. But before we do that, as you know, wash those dishes, clean that kitchen, stopbeingnasty.com. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna turn our fire on right here. Bring it to about medium heat so we can start the browning process for our ground beef. So you can see me adding that in there. I like to kind of crumble and break mine up a little bit as I'm putting it in the pot. Makes less work when it's time to break it down. As you can see, we're heating that up and it's already starting to get a little bit brown on the bottom. So I like to season my meat, so here we go. A little bit of salt over the top, not much, and I'm gonna tell you why later. Come back over that with a little bit of that ground black pepper, just doing a little light pre-season on our meat, give it some flavor. Here goes our garlic powder over the top there, and then we'll finish that off by topping it off with a little bit of onion powder. And as we always do here on Chef Fo, everything gets incorporated, everything gets mixed together and stirred. So we have our wooden utensil, our wooden spatula, and we begin to break that meat down and mix it up and flip it and things of that nature. As you can see there, bop, 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 bop. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. A little bit further along in the browning process, here we got our seasonings in there. Everything is melded together and working together and collaborating. Even further along in the process, this is where we add our bell pepper and onion. We want to start to let that saute and soften up before we introduce our other ingredients. So once you get these in, you want to incorporate those, flip them, mix them in well, and they'll merge with that heat and that oil and those seasonings, and they'll soften up. And you want to let this saute for at least about, I'd say about 5 to 7 minutes. That's what I do. But along the way, if there are any big chunks of that ground beef left, make sure you break those down. We like our meat fine and our nice and easy, low and slow Chef Fo chili. So we come over here and we drain this, get that excess oil out of there, a little Chef Fo fog action for the people, as you can see. So after about 5 minutes, I added that back to the pot. As you can see here, we have like a 29-ounce large can of Goya pinto beans. This is what I meant. You notice that the brine, which is nothing but salt and water, this is perfect. It's not gonna hurt you. And you're gonna end up having to add less salt to your dish because of that. Keep the brine. Now in the kidney beans, I drained and rinsed those, so there was no brine in those. Keep the brine in a large can of pinto beans. Here we are with our 2 cans of Hunt's diced tomato over the top. That's can number 1. Here we come back with can number 2. Add that in there. you know. So this is a quick and easy recipe. Anyone can do it, and you will be surprised at how good this is. Of course, the long way, you would have to wash and soak and clean your beans and probably cook them down for a couple hours. So there's our small cans of tomato sauce, to which we would add 4. It's can 3, and we got one more. And what comes next, everybody? What's next after we add that last can? What we do next? Get it all stirred in and incorporated. Get the flipping, mix that up, dig in there. You know, put a little elbow grease in there. You know what I'm saying? Look at this here. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep flipping it. Flip it back to bite, you know? So once we get a little light simmer going on that, I would say after about 5-6 minutes or so, we have a 32 ounce of beef broth, or 4 cups. So I don't know why I didn't add the whole 4 cups, because I used every bit of about 3.5. Now, chicken broth also works good in chili, or you can use water with bouillon, or water, period, just flat out water. And you're gonna see why. See, I'm getting that stirred and mixed in and incorporated. And then here we are with our packet of Sazon, but we're only using 1 packet, because remember the salt water that was in the pinto beans. Now, if you like a lot of salt, you could definitely use that second packet, but you don't need to. So here we are with a little chili powder. You know, probably about a teaspoon or so of chili powder. Garlic powder, you know, we always heavy on the garlic and onion powder. So that's about 2 tablespoons of that. Then we got ground cumin. That's like another probably teaspoon, half teaspoon. Adds like a little zest. You don't want to go heavy with that. Do not go heavy with that. Another 2 tablespoons of our onion powder as well. Added into our dish. Get a little nice mix on that, so those things can start collaborating and work their way into the dish. Give us that good result we're looking for after the cook-off. Add some oregano. Nice amount of oregano in there. I would probably say that was about 1.5 tablespoons of oregano. Ground black pepper. There we go. See that? Nice amount, probably about 1 tablespoon. There, this is a large pot. If you're just cooking for you, you can just get 1.5 pounds of all the ingredients. That was our cayenne pepper. If you're cooking for multiple people like we are here, 2 pounds of ground beef. There goes our red pepper flakes. 2 pounds of ground beef. 4 cans of tomato sauce. 2 cans of diced tomato. And there we are with 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. I did add another 1/2 tablespoon that you won't see here. And stir it in, and believe it or not, this is almost done. This is one of those easy set it and forget it type of deals here. You know, our quick and easy, nice and easy, low and slow chili. So as you can see, we're coming up on a simmer here, you know, a light simmer. So this should be over medium heat, and then once you get this simmer right here, you want to lower that heat just a tad bit, not much. I wouldn't say over low heat, I would say high low heat, you know. Cover it with the top, leave a little bit of space in there to vent it. And here you have it. After slow cooking this, checking it frequently for about 1.5 hours, or you can cook it for about 1 hour. I recommend longer cooking time to boil the gas out of the beans as well. You know, slow cook, hour, 1.5 hours. Thicken consistency just like we like. Little white rice here in our bowl. Top it off with that quick and easy, lit, low and slow chef fold, episode 11 chili. Quick and easy, man. Anybody can do this, man. Try this recipe out. Let me know how you like it. Thanks to everybody that's supporting the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on IG and TikTok. Episode 11. Get a good look at that there. Get up in there. Look at that there. Thanks for watching.